Alright man, week 3, here are 5 teams that need to win because right now they are 0-2 and a couple of these teams nobody expected to be 0-2, and if they want to pick things up they need to turn things around very quickly. Let's start off this list with number 5. This team honestly has the least pressure on anybody on this list to turn things around. This is my New York Giants. Now we are 0-2. Why do I feel like they need to win this game? Listen, if everything goes wrong, if Giants have a complete losing season, is it the end of the world? No. It gives us better draft position, better long-term player chance, if that makes sense, and ultimately is one step closer to our future franchise quarterback. Whether it's this year or next year, like I said in past videos, we really don't know. But for the sake of Giants fans, I don't think anyone wants to watch a 0-17 season because there is an additional game added this year. So I don't think anyone wants to watch that. Do we need to win this game? Honestly, low-key, yeah. It is against the Browns and we are not favored to win, but knowing the Giants, they are the type to win this type of game for whatever reason. Either way, I just want Malik Neighbors to keep developing. Daniel Jones, I'm done speaking on Daniel Jones. Giants, I feel like they need to get a win. Even if it's not the most important, they definitely need to get the ball rolling because NFC East is also somewhat competitive, and really NFL is wild. You really never know what could happen. Am I saying Giants Super Bowl push? No, absolutely not. But you never know what could happen. Maybe I am a little delusional as a Giants fan, but you really never know what could happen. So literally just don't sell, try to win games and just keep it competitive, keep it fun. Number 4 on this list, we have the Indianapolis Colts. Now, why are they on here? Listen, they have shown potential. They have shown some promise. Anthony Richardson has been going crazy. Yeah, I love Anthony Richardson, but just putting that out there because I don't think I mentioned in the video, he did have 3 interceptions against the Packers and a QBR of 33. When I said he could be going crazy, that could be taken either way. So yeah, week 1 he did go crazy, week 2 he looked crazy, but yeah, I just wanted to put this in the video, little correction. Alec Pierce has been coming out as a solid receiver. Honestly, they probably should have won that week 1 game against the Texans, but they barely lost by 2, and then last week they just literally lost to the Packers by 6, and they are now 4th in the AFC South. So honestly, the Colts really need to win this one. Does the season have any potential for them? Probably not, but they still need to get in a rhythm of winning, and they just need to build more team chemistry. I feel like I said, they are last in the division. 3 teams in the AFC South are 0-2 right now: the Titans, the Jaguars, and the Colts, all behind the 2-0 Texans. Probably about to be 3-0, but that's besides the points. And that leads us to the next team on this list, which is actually the Jaguars, and also in this division. They are 0-2 against the Buffalo Bills this week, who are 2-0, and honestly they need to win this game, but there's just no chance. There is really no chance. Trevor Lawrence has been looking terrible. Josh Allen has been looking the complete opposite, and really we need to have a talk about Trevor Lawrence. I've been saying this in the last few videos. It's in my queue of videos to make. It's in my notes catalog on my videos to make. I'm going to get to it very soon, I promise. Trevor Lawrence though, listen, I don't know if it's the team he's on or his coaching. I really don't know what the real issue is, but Trevor Lawrence so far has been a disappointment, especially when you factor in how much he's been getting paid and that he is tied for the top paid quarterback in the league. I believe it's 50 or 55 million a season, and I don't think he's thrown any passing touchdowns this season. Actually, let me check. Okay, so he threw 1 touchdown against the Dolphins in week 1 and they lost by 3. He threw 0 touchdowns in week 2 against the Browns. Overall, he's just been terrible. QBR 58.4, 55.4, which is literally disgusting. That's not what you want. Yeah, ultimately, he is just not doing great. He is tied for 22nd in the league for overall touchdowns, and he is being paid for 1st. For yards, he is 22nd in the league for yards. Highest paid quarterback in the league, by the way. So yeah, Jaguars really need to win this one, but will they? I don't think so. Now, next up on this list, a team that I never would have thought would start out this season 0-2, Baltimore Ravens, especially because of them getting Derrick Henry and just all the offseason. I don't even want to use the word hype, but just everything going on in the offseason. They were really one of my Super Bowl favorites, and it's still very early in the season, don't get me wrong, but we're getting to that point where if they don't turn things around and get a win very soon, things will slowly get out of hand. You can't be 0-3, 0-4 and expect to be a contender late in the season. That's not how this NFL NFL works. It's just not like that. This NFL is very unforgiving at times. You can lose games here and there, but if you're 0-2, 0-3, God forbid 0-4, you're cooked. You're cooked. There's no chance you're making it deep in the playoffs. There's just no absolute chance. Baltimore Ravens, however, are 0-2. They're facing the 1-1 Cowboys this week, who just got slaughtered by the Saints and Derek Carr last week. Thank you, Derek Carr. Anyways, the Ravens. They lost to the Raiders last week, and then they lost to the Chiefs in week 1. It was 20-27. That was a season opener, if you guys remember. They barely lost by a field goal last week to the Raiders, and ultimately I think Lamar is going to have one of his best games of his career. Is that a wild statement to say? Yes, but listen, he is not used to losing like this. He is playing the Cowboys. Cowboys are mad too because they just got pounded. But I'm sorry, Cowboys fans. You guys are going to continue getting pounded this week. Lamar Jackson is going to put up an absolute masterclass. Probably 400 total yards, if I'm being honest. 2-3 touchdowns. And this game's not going to be close. I got Ravens all day. Cowboys, sit down. Just take the beating another week, alright? CD's still going to get his points. So if you have CD, definitely do not bench him in fantasy. You cannot bench CD in fantasy. Alright, so last up on this list, I have the Bengals, who are also 0-2. Nobody would have expected them to be 0-2. They are playing against the Commanders, or the Redskins, as most people call them, honestly. They are 1-1. They barely snuck past my Giants last week. They barely beat us because we didn't have a kicker. Crazy enough, I know how it sounds, but it's very real. Bengals, listen, they have a ton of potential. Joey B has been facing allegations this year of being only vibes, whatever that means, but they're saying that he's only 5. They're saying he has more nicknames and playoff touchdowns. They are disrespecting my man Joe Shiesty all over the internet right now, man. Social media fans, they're freaking fat ass dudes on the couch, like with their hands in their chips, like, how did you not catch that? How did you not catch that? Be like, bro, shut up, man. Shut up. People are really clowning Joey Burrow, saying he's not a top quarterback. People saying Joe Burrow is not a top quarterback. I'm literally seeing tweets. What has Joe Burrow ever done? What has he ever done? What has he ever done? It's like, bro, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Bengals need to win this game, especially because they're playing the Commanders. They're not even playing a top team in the league. They're playing the bottom feeder Commanders. Listen, Jaden Daniels is very good. I really like Jaden Daniels. I want to use the word love, but love's a little strong, and I'm not Caleb Williams, so I would not say that about another man. Anyways, Jaden Daniels is very good, bro. So Bengals, I think they have a very solid chance of this. It'll be very hard for Bengals to not win this one. There's just no way. If Bengals do lose this game, though, then the narrative on Joe becomes a little more serious, because if he doesn't have a good game tomorrow, the Commanders defense is not the greatest. So if Joe Burrow does not have a good game tomorrow, then we need to have a serious discussion this upcoming week. Although Bengals do have a history of starting the season slow, we really still need to address it. That's all for today, man. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like. If you want more NFL content, go ahead and subscribe. I did place an insane 9 or 10 man last night at like 2 in the morning. I might throw it up on screen if you want free money. Honestly, just literally fade it completely, take every opposite leg as me. I'm notoriously good at picking the wrong teams to win. For whatever reason, it's just a skill I have. I'm very good at it. So yeah, if you want to make some money, take the opposite bets as me. Anyways, man, that's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, go ahead and subscribe. Other than that, might as well know, and I'm out. Peace.